What's up, guys? Welcome to Lentz, Lundy Boxing. So before we start off the video, don't forget to leave a like. If you like the video, check out the other videos on my channel. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If you like boxing content, I drop a lot of boxing related content. So let's get into the video. So one thing that I see a lot in novice boxers is that they don't know how to measure their range, specifically with the jab. Most boxers tend to smother their punches, okay? Most boxers tend to smother their jab whenever they jab. They tend to jab like this, right? So this is the range of their jab, when in reality, they could have a much longer range. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to measure your range for your jab. In theory, there are 3 different ranges, and I'm going to show you guys throughout the video. So let's get started. So before we start measuring our range, what you want to have is basically a glove or a pad or some kind of item that you could use to measure your range. So what I'll do is I'll take this glove and I'll put it right in front of me, okay? So if my fist is on top of the glove, I know that I'm able to punch my opponent. So this is my jabbing range in theory. Now I'm going to show you guys a hack. So in boxing, there are basically 3 different ranges for the jab. First off, the stationary jab. So for the stationary jab, I'm going to get into my boxing position and I'll extend my arm. So as you guys can see, I could probably not reach my opponent from here because I'm not optimizing my jab. In order to optimize your jab, you need to open up your chest. So by opening up my chest, I could see that my fist is on top of the glove now, okay? So ideally, you don't want to jab like this, okay? I'm not opening up my chest and I'm just using my arm for the reach, right? When I could be using my whole body for the reach. Ideally, when you jab, you open up your chest. Keep the right hand up, the shoulders protecting my chin, and my chin stays down, okay? So just like that. So that's range number 1. Stationary jab is like this. So see, I could land the jab because I could see that my fist is on top of the glove. Now, I'll take a step further back. From here, I can see that even if I extend my jab, I'm not able to reach the glove. I'm a little too far. So what I want to do here for range number 2 is I'll just step in with the front foot, okay? So from here, I open up my chest and I step in with the front foot and I can see that my fist is on top of the glove. And that's how I know that I'm able to touch the jab from that range. So if I do it again, it looks like this. Now, one thing to mention with this jab is that you don't want to leave your foot there. Because if I leave my foot here, now my stance is too wide and I'm not necessarily positioned to box properly. I'm not in the position to win, basically. So my stance is too wide and I can't necessarily do much from here, okay? So I always want to come back to my original stance, which is this, okay? The original stance is always the feet wider than the shoulder width, okay? So that's just a little, that's just a little parentheses for jab number 2, okay? So you always bring your foot back to the original position after jabbing. Okay, well that's jab number 2. Now if I go a step further again, I'm going to go on jab range number 3. So jab range number 3 is basically an in and out. So see that? I'm bringing both feet in and both feet out, okay? Because you can see, if I do jab number 1, I can't land the punch because I'm too far. As you guys can see, my fist is not on top of the glove. So that's my indicator that I'm too far. Okay, jab number 2. I'm still too far. I'm opening up my legs as wide as I can and I'm jabbing as far as I can. I'm optimizing my jab by opening up my chest and making it parallel to the wall over there, right? So I still can't land my jab. That's how I know I'm going to have to land the 3rd jab I'm going to show you guys, the in and out jab. So here, both feet in, both feet out, okay? So here, same concept. I open up my chest in order to optimize my jab reach. At the same time, I step in with both feet and then I step out with both feet. One thing to mention here for jab number 2 and jab number 3, whenever you step in, You always have to step out as fast as you can because the floor is hot lava, okay? So that's what you always tell yourself, right? So I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like slowly. So it looks like this from here, okay? Both feet in, okay? So you guys can see that my fist is on top of the glove, right? So that's how I know I'm able to land my jab. My chest is nice and open, and it's facing the wall that way. From here, I'm able to step back, and I'm back in my position. So from here, in, out. One thing to mention here is that when I'm going in, when I'm going forward basically, when I'm going in, I'm pushing off the back foot, okay? So that's why I always make sure that my legs are nice and bent, okay? That way my legs are always nice and sprung. I'm always able to hop in and hop out. I always call this like a grasshopper leg. The back leg is always like kind of bent like a grasshopper, okay? So from here, I'm able to push off this foot and lead with this foot going forward. Okay? Now when I'm going backwards, I'm pushing off this foot and leading with that foot. So I'm pushing off the front foot and then I'm leading with the back foot to go back. And I bring my hand back at the same time. Okay? So from here, okay? So that's jab range number 3. Now that you guys know how to measure the range for your jab, what you want to do now is whenever you shadow, you're always going to take a glove or a pad or even a weighted disc and just put it in front of you, okay? So see, I'm going to take this glove, I put it in front of me. In order to practice this drill, what you want to do is shadow box in front of this glove. So I'm always measuring my range. So see from here, I know I could jab. I know I could land the jab. Okay, I back up a bit. I test out that jab. Okay, let's say I'm very far. I test out this jab. Oh, I see I can't land it. So that kind of teaches me how to use my range. Okay, I know that for this range, I know that at this range I can't land it with jab number 2. So I'm going to use jab number 3. Oh, and I can see I could land it. Now going forward in the future, I know that when my opponent is this far, I'll need to use jab number 3, okay? So that's how you practice this drill. So it looks like this, right? So I'm here. Okay? So that's how I practice that drill. The reason why you want to start off this drill with a glove on the floor rather than on the bag right away is because when most people do this drill on the bag, they tend to smother the punch or lean into their jab. You don't want to lean into your jab. Whenever you jab, you always want to keep your head at the safety zone and extend your arm, okay? So see, my head stays in the safety zone and my arm goes to my opponent. If I'm doing this, I'm bringing my head to the danger zone, which is my opponent, and I'm bringing my arm at the same time, okay? These are things you want to keep in mind when doing this drill, okay? So if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. If you like the video, leave a like. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. Click that bell notification at the same time. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.